Hey everybody, Brian here for another episode of Let's Get Physical. And no, I'm not reading a book. I'm showing off my copy of The Time Machine. And this is one of the movies I picked up at the yard sale where I ended up getting 400 movies for 400 bucks, maybe a little less because I got a couple seasons of Friday 13th this series, a couple other box sets, but I did pick up The Time Machine. And I know this is in a Blu-ray case, but one of the things that the collector did was he took most, if not all of his movies out of the DVD cases and put them in Blu-ray cases because it's shorter, so you can make the shelf smaller and fit more movies on there. And he probably invested a small fortune in new DVD cases. So I mean, it's a pretty good idea if you have the money. And he was single with no kids, so he had the money. So I picked this up for $1, not knowing that it was not only the Time Machine on Blu-ray, which is not streaming anywhere at the time of this recording. And this is from Warner Home Video. It does have special features. It has behind the scenes documentary Time Machine: The Journey Back, hosted by Rod Sterling. Yeah. And of course, it's got the theatrical trailer, filmography, scene access, languages and subtitles. It's in French and English. And that's got the little card in the front there. The disc is really cool. It looks beautiful. DVD, so I can throw it in my DVD player. Here's the back. And this is one of the movies that got me into horror. If you're from the Chicago area, Midwest, there was a program, I think it was called Sunday Morning Classics. It was on right after Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, or on, I think it was right after. I was young, so I don't remember. I'm sure it was right after that show. It might have been right before, but it was a gentleman in a nice coat, maybe a smoking jacket was what you would call it, and he would watch and discuss old classics films. Gulliver Travels, 40,000 Leagues Under the Sea, The Time Machine, War of the Worlds. Had very, you hear the music, you remember the music. I remember the music anyway. It's a beautiful part of my childhood. I wish I could go back and watch it. I found a couple clips of it online. I found the music online. I actually threw the music in a phone call I made to our friends on the podcast network, AOTKP, Attack of the Killed podcast. You can make phone calls and call their show and say, these are the movies I think you should watch that are having to deal with the topic that you're covering on this show. The cool thing is, he also has this in here. I don't know, it's cool because I've never seen the remake of The Time Machine, so it might be awful. But there's the disc for that. Nothing too crazy, just a normal disc. And if you don't know The Time Machine, it's from 1960. So, it's about a post apocalyptic science fiction film. It's based on the 1895 novella by the same name by H.G. Wells, produced and directed by George Pal, and stars Rod Taylor, Alan Young, and Yvette Mimieux. Set in Victorian England, it follows an inventor who constructs a time machine that enables him to go back in time, and he figures out that man's descendants have divided into two species. There's a childlike vegetarian species, the Oloi, I think is how you say it, and the underground dwelling Murlocs, who feed on the Erloi. It won an Academy Award for its special effects. There was like a time lapse scene where you go back in time, and it was really good. It's one of those that's very horror adjacent, if not horror. It's one of those that would get you into horror if you're a young child at the time. It's probably a movie you can show to kids now and see if they're interested in horror or science fiction. I mean, it's from 1960, so I mean, it was released in August. It was distributed by Metro Goodwin Mayer. And then the new Time Machine was a 2002, and it's based on the same loosely adapted, some new elements, some old elements. It changed how civilization was destroyed. Some new characters, had like a artificial intelligence, and there was a new like Morlock leader. Mostly negative. It did gross 123 million worldwide. It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Makeup. Didn't win. Grabbed the Blu-ray and the DVD online for these films. I would definitely go with Original Time Machine if I was going to grab one. It's just a better film, just from reading the synopsis. And it's a classic. So go grab the Original Time Machine. Like I said, it's not streaming, and that's why physical media is so important. If I'm going to buy something, I might as well buy it and own it. If I'm going to rent it, I don't own it. If I buy a digital copy, I don't own it. It can go away tomorrow. If I buy it and it's sitting on my shelf, I can watch it anytime I want. And this would probably be a good one for uh, The Wrong Podcast Died. I think this would be a fun film to cover. The Time Machine. It's pretty horror adjacent though. And there's the guy that's gonna eat them. I don't know where the. Oh yeah, no, that's them. Yeah, he's gonna eat them. I wonder how many of the little Eloys it takes to make a dinner for a group. No, I'm not sure. I'll check you out next time and on Let's Get Physical. Sorry, I try to record these in one take, and sometimes it goes really well, and sometimes it doesn't go well at all. And I have Shudder playing over here, and it's Nosferatu, and I'm trying to watch that and read because it's an old black and white silent film. I'm trying to read that and do this and do this and read something on the screen and talk to you. So I hope you guys have a good night and take care. Bye bye.
What do you think this is all about? You think this is a fucking costume? This is a way of life.